sanctuary that you visited last fall. I thought I'd change this time, watch myself fall behind everyone I've come to know. I'm so lost, I can't find a way to change.
Hey guys, this is Cruzroy. I just wanted to talk about, I picked up this V30, it's a V1 on the Raptor. The body's a little different on it, but it's in really good shape, and I got a good price on it. And I just want to show you what's going on. See if I can get some tips here. I have the V2, but this is the V1. They're pretty similar. I think these are fiberglass blades that came with it, the gentleman that sold it to me. The body's never been painted or decaled, so the thing looked like brand new. Let's open it up. I'm just using the servos and everything that came with it. I don't know if they're okay for it, but that's the way he had it set up. I just did a reset up at Raptor Technique. It's using the Futaba S3004s for most of the cyclic. It has an S9253 for the tail servo. I added the Align 2-in-1, and then he just had the regular fuel tank. I added brand new fuel lines. I went with an Align filter with the clip, and I went with a Thunder Tiger header tank. And also it has a GY 240 instead of the 401, so that was interesting because I've always had trouble trying to set up gyros, and this one doesn't have your spare lead for your gyro gain on your radio. So I kind of went through it, took it apart after. I mean, it was apart when I got it in the box, and it was, I mean, semi together just to fit it in the box, like when you go to ship it. With my canopy. I'm using my Futaba 72 megahertz PCM receiver in there, and the thing looks in beautiful shape. There's only a few concerns. I didn't really drop the motor to take a look in there, but when I go to start it, there's some weird jingle jangling going on. So I don't know if that's just the V1. The bearings are a little bit different than the V2. The V2 is pretty quiet when I go to start it, as for any type of bearing noise or rattle. But I mean, everything on this thing looks like new, you know. The carburetor was stiffed up. I had to clean that with a little rubbing alcohol, put some nitro in there to clean her up because she was sliding a little hard, so I don't think she's been run for a while. And the only other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, everything looks similar here, but this, see how your main grips, there's a lot of slop in this. Is that just the V1? The V2 is so tight I can't do that, but this one here I'm getting slop. I already test flown it once, but I did go back in and reset up all the linkages to the way I had my V2, so it was comfortable with me. But I noticed, like I said, a little bit of noise in the front end. It's probably normal. It's a little echoey when the canopy's on too. And the blade grips, you know, they're a little sloppy, and I tore it apart, and it's like there's too much of a space in here. I can move them, and I looked at the instruction. There's no washers missing or anything, or, you know, maybe it's the wrong feathering shaft. I'm not sure, but maybe you can give me a tip on that. It seems like it's rigid enough, it's strong, it's not going to go anywhere, but that might, you know, have a little bit to do with stability if that's rattly like that. On the tail, I know it has the old style shaft with no set screw. The blades are almost like new. That's from the first flight, you know, cutting the grass again. And but my V2, I can grab this and it slides a lot smoother than that. This one's a lot stiffer. So I don't know if it's because I tried to line everything up. I'd like to get some new stirrups here because it looked like he might have crashed and he cut them to put them on or something. I've never seen them with a wire tie, but I'd like to get some new ones. But it seems I have the same servo as the 2, it just doesn't feel as smooth. So, but she holds. but I'm getting a glitch out of the GY240. That's why it's sitting here in the cold right now while I talk. I don't know if it's because of that. Just let it build up to its own temperature. Got the belt tension right. She'll be flying and she'll just go, she'll just shift on you just by itself. It's I don't know what that's all about, but I mean, this is my first GY240. But anyways, let me do a little plug-in. Let's see if she'll start up. Do a little bit of a flight. Yeah, I mean, when I got it, you know, I'm happy. You know, I got a good price on it, and for things like new, I just think there's a little bit differences compared to the V2. There is some differences, like maybe bearing size is different. I don't know what's the difference between the two. I would say if they're different bearings, the frame must be different and everything too, you know, but like I said, it just sounds different. Let me turn my radio on. I set it up for Raptor V1. The gyro setup, I hope I did right. It's kind of hard to find anything on a GY240. It's a little different because you don't have radio gain, so I shut the radio gain off. There's the 2-in-1. And you really don't have a light on this one to tell you she's initialized. You know, so I don't know if it's initialized properly or whatever, but I just test the tail and the cyclics. Alright, so now I'm going to do a take the plug I made out of the exhaust here. I'm just going to do a little fuel burst. You hear that clanking? It's like a click, 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 click. I don't hear that on my V2. It just sounds weird, but let's see what we can do here. I don't think I got my carburetor just perfect yet. Now you hear how it sounds more intense or echoey, but I don't know, it's just not firing. I don't think I have my throttle just perfect yet. Yeah, I don't have something just right yet. Alright, well, those are just the things. I'm going to take the glasses off for right now, and I'm going to check out what I'm having a problem with here. But I had it running before, and I'm not sure if she's tuned in properly or the carburetor's still sticking a little bit, but I'll have to look at it. Alright, I'll probably be back in a minute. I'll show you how it's flying. Okay guys, I'm back with the V1. What I did is I took the needle completely out, and there was this black residue all over the jet, so I guess I didn't do a real good job cleaning. So I just kind of put some fuel on it, clean it up, wipe it off. It's an OX Max 32, and we're going to try it again. Try to give it a little start here now. I'm going to 2-in-1 on, and then I kind of adjusted my throttle a little better. There is some differences compared to the V2. I didn't remember going through all of this, but kind of did the same steps, but a little different. But if you hear that noise, it's kind of a sounds like something's grinding, but it's not. Once it goes away, it's fine. So I don't know if I got a bad bearing here or something. Trying to up the throttle just a wee bit. But listen to while she starts. You're getting an echo from the canopy, but there's something else. I might have to tear this thing down. It has that weird kick, 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 kick. I think I got a bad bearing. I think. Not sure. Oh, this ain't good. but I adjusted my pitch, throw, and all that. So this is the first time with adjusting the links and getting the pitch. Like I said, I don't know if I'm in heading hold or not without the light. So let me put her down for a second. Put her down for a second. I just want to hit my timer, which is A. I got it set for 14 minutes, which right now it's 13:59. Let's see how it does. I did a swash level and everything after I broke it down. It's just that one noise I'm concerned about on the startup, and the gyro. It seems to be glitching a little bit, but otherwise looks like a good little bird. I mean, I'm on some low head speed and it takes right off and goes, and you can see my windsocks up. I'm using that fuel I hate so much that it smokes, but it's a nice windy day. But let me see if I can. Oh, that was not good. There comes the light on. Oh, that was not good. That was not good. Well, she bogged right out and died. Heavy bird when they lose their power right to the ground. Got a little neck. I guess I'm not tuned in very well, guys. Yep, she hit the bar. She tinged on the bar right here. Yeah. When they come down like that, they come down. Had no auto rotation because it didn't have enough speed. Let me shut that off. Everything else be okay. Well, I'll have to fix that. She was in perfect shape, guys. See what she does now. Hard to tell where my, if I got good throttle because she's on the ground like that. Still kind of boggy. Have to do a temperature test on the base. Well, you're running her too rich. I know my gyro menu was on, so I inhibited it for the gyro sense and just went by it. Now I'm not really seeing that tail glitch. I guess I miscounted on my needle putting it back in. That's why I had a bog down there. Just for heat. It's kind of hard with these blades going around, man. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, that's running 3 seconds or so, so she should be good, but she's bogging. I got a new glow plug in her. Just a couple clicks more. Always make sure your jets are set right before you take off. That could have been ugly. Little crash bar there, that ain't bad. Set her down for a second. I'm going to shut the camera off and just fly for a bit. Alright, this is Cruzroy, and I'm out of here.
That you visited.